Hey guys, it's Rachel and welcome back to another video, and today I am doing a checklist of the Heroic Set 1 cards. If you guys haven't checked them out or have heard anything about them, all the videos and the playlists about my game will be in the description below, plus where you can buy them on the Game Crafter will also be in the description below. Also, before I start this video, if you guys haven't checked out Arcanum Gaming's battle video of my card game, that'll also be in the description below. He did really good and it was really fun to watch, so I recommend seeing it. So I actually forgot about doing a checklist video and then I got reminded. So what we're going to be basically doing is going through the different rarities and all the different cards that you can get in each rarity, and just basically saying the names, and then a few of the cards I'm going to go through a little bit of the description and say what they're good for, but not all the cards. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into this. Let's start with the commons. So if you guys don't know, there are 5 rarities in Heroic. There's common, uncommon, rare, ace rare, and mega rare. So in one pack you would get 7 commons, 2 uncommon, and then one of the other 3 rarities. So you have a 55% chance of getting a rare, a 30% chance of getting an ace rare, and 15% chance of getting a mega rare. So for most of these cards, the cards that aren't going to be quite as good are going to be common, and then the really good ones are going to be mega rare. But that's not for all these cards. Some of the really good cards are actually common, and then vice versa. I accidentally messed that up, and I'm going to try to be fixing that for set 2 and try to make the rarities go. Alright, so let's get into the commons. Not every card you see here is going to be in the starter deck, so even if you buy both starter decks, you're not going to get every single card. That's what the booster packs are for, to power up your deck and try to collect all the cards. So because I don't have every single card from the Game Crafter, that's mine, I have a few of the original ones that are handwritten, like this Magic Harp Lullaby, because I didn't actually get that from the Game Crafter, so it's still in its handwritten form. Alright, so starting off with the commons. So for the electric element, you can get an Electrician, Power Tower, Thunder Apprentice, Thunder Mage, and a Thunder Soldier. And those are your electric element commons. For water element, there is Icicle, Sea Explorer, Deep Sea Sniper, which isn't in the starter deck, and this is a really good card if you want to build a water deck. Then for the light element, we have Enlightened Fairy, Leo Constellation, Sagittarius Constellation. For the dark element, we have Bomb Pillar, and this is the only common for the dark element. And I should have made this card like a mega rare because it is such a good card. And at the end of this video, we're going to be going over the ban list because some of these cards have limitations, like you might not be able to put 3 of them in your deck because of this card. This card is really good, so we'll go over that at the end. For the fire element, we have Flame Elf, Molten Stegosaurus, Molten Triceratops. For the nature element, we have Wheelie Worm, Earth Dwarf, Warrior in Training, and then we get into the gadgets. So with some of the cards you can't see the rarities very well, but you just have to look really hard and then you can see them. All the rarities will be in the bottom right. So for magic gadgets, we have Lucky Exchange, Superior Shield Crush, Excavation, Out of Reach, Shooting Stars, Spellbook of Orvac, Magic Harp Lullaby, sort of kind of paralyzes one of your opponent's heroes for a turn. And then for the arena gadgets, we have a Underwater Aqua Temple and a Battle Ring. For the common equipped gadgets, we have a Wooden Sledgehammer, High-Tech Specs, Bubble Bazooka, and then for the trap gadgets, we have Exchange, Level Drain, Wooden Shield, Hidden Jail, and a Steel Claw. Steel Claw isn't in the starter decks, but basically when your opponent attacks, you negate the attack, and the attack is now 0. It's a really good card. Now on to the uncommon cards. So for water element, you can get a drop. Light element, you get Scorpius Constellation and Hercules Constellation. Hercules is not in the starter deck. It's really good if you want to build a constellation deck, so I definitely recommend trying to get this one. And if you guys don't know, the constellations are actually sort of based off the stories. So in the story, Hercules, Hercules kills Leo, and that's why his effect says if Leo is in the dungeon, then you can summon him for 1 coin instead of 2. For the dark element, you can get Hooded Crawler. Fire element, you can get Burner Lizard. Pyro Archer. Pyro Archer is a very good card. Let's say you're building Moltens, which a lot of you said that you're probably going to. definitely recommend getting a Pyro Archer. You can steal gadgets from your opponent's dungeon, and it's a very good card. Molten Tyrannosaurus Rex, another really, really good fire element uncommon. And then into the gadgets, we have an uncommon Last Chance. This isn't in the starter deck. Basically, if your opponent has 2 or more heroes on their side of the grid than you do, you can move 1 hero from your deck to your hand. It's a really good thing if you're in a troubling spot. For our equipped gadgets, we have a Thunder Staff, Amulet of Pandora, Horror Cape, really good for Dark Element decks. Trap gadgets are Heroic Fusion, Protector of the Treasure, Crucial Side Effect. This card sometimes can just get stuck in your hand, but otherwise, let's say your opponent plays a card that powers up their entire field like an arena gadget. This card can do a lot of damage to your opponent at one time. You also get a Broken Wand and a Pot of Misery, which if your opponent has 2 or more heroes on their side of the grid, summon 1 level 0 hero from your deck. Now for the rares. These are the 55% chance cards. So Weatherbender for Electric Element. This is a very, very good card. So if you're building a Thunder class deck, really recommend getting this one. Or if you just want Electric Element heroes, this is a really good one. Sea Orb for Water Element. Orion Constellation for the Light Element. Black Puppet for the Dark Element. Fortune Teller for Dark Element also. Also Dusk Dragon, which is a very good card. And then for the Nature Element, in the starter decks you don't get any rares from the Nature Element. So Leaf Golem, extremely, extremely good card for Nature Element because of its super high defense and it's got a pretty good effect. And then Saku Warrior, which is also a solid Nature Element. For gadgets, we have the Gift of Healing, which is very, very good. You gain 2 life points, so it's obviously going to be really good. Blizzard, also pretty good. Combustion Glove, and Unfair Match. Then Ace Rare, which is the 30% chance. So for electric elements, we have Thunderchild, we have Holy Warrior for your light element. This is a pretty good card. It doesn't let you equip any equip gadgets, but it has a pretty good attack. Possessed Cyborg, which is a really nice card to get out fast and just try to kill a really strong hero because it has a high attack for being a level 1. Molten Velociraptor, also a very good card for Molten class decks. When it's summoned, you can move 1 fire element hero from your dungeon to your hand except a Molten Velociraptor. For nature elements, we have Infection Plant, which is in the starter decks and is a very, very good card. Onto the gadgets, we have a Treasure Reinforcement, also really good, and a Robbery. This is not in the starter decks, but lets you steal 1 card from your opponent's hand at random. Last but not least, we have the Mega Rares. So first we have the Thunder Knight. This is not in the starter decks, but is a good card for if you're building a Thunder class deck. It's got a super high attack and gains attack for each Thunder class hero on your side of the grid, so it gets even more powerful. You get an Aquamage, which is in the starter deck. And then last but definitely not least is Golden Barrier. If you're trying to get a Mega Rare from the booster packs, this is the one to get. The heroes on your side of the grid cannot be attacked for 2 of your opponent's turns. This one is a very, very good card and is super OP. And whenever I would play with it in a game, it was always a challenge to get over. So now we're going to be going over the ban list. So there are no cards currently that are completely banned from the game, like you can't have them at all, but there are some cards that you can only have 2 of. So this is the limitations list. Every one of these cards that you'll see here, you can only have 2 of. All the other cards, you can have 3 in a deck. I know I technically can't really enforce this because I'm not standing there while you guys are playing the game, but if there's ever like tournaments or something later on, then this would be the rules. And this might change later on, and I'll let you guys know. We just have to see how the cards play together. Bomb Pillar, Pyro Archer, Molten T-Rex. I know some of you guys are probably going to be sad about this, but Molten T-Rex is just such a good card, so you can only have 2 of him. Out of Reach, Treasure Reinforcement, because else you're just going to be able to keep drawing. Gift of Healing, don't want to get too high of your health. Golden Barrier, because it's just an incredible card, so don't want too many of those. Level Drain, and Exchange. These are all the cards that you can only have 2 of in the game. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of a bonus video, just because I saw this request, and I didn't want this to take up this weekend's video, so be excited for this weekend's video. I don't really know what it is yet, but we'll see. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment down below, letting me know what you guys think of the ban list, and anything else that you want to see on my channel, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome art videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!